Hi there. So it's Sunday, the 23rd of February 2025. I play one game today, which I'll show you in a minute. Yesterday I played way too many games. I know I keep reading about it and looking at YouTube videos about it. The phenomenon called tilt. Yesterday my first game was terrible. 46% accuracy, and I blundered my queen, amongst other mistakes that I made, and won the next one very quickly because my opponent made a mistake, and I kind of told myself I'm gonna play 2 games a day, 2 games a day, win or lose, and but the second game was so short, um, and already this tilt psychology was doing its job because one of the things that when you make a mistake, you want to make up for your mistake. And it was also very early still. It was only before lunchtime. So I thought like I'll have plenty of time to get one more game in uh, and show myself I can actually play well chess because the second game was very short. Not much chess going on. I think my opponent blundered like a knight and resigned straight away. Yeah, and then I got on a bit of a losing streak, trying to get the points back, getting into a tilt, and then you start playing chess quite badly, worse and worse and worse, and eventually I ended up with 24 points loss during the day. Um, yeah, so so I had to talk to myself a little bit, and my last week was pretty good. So all over, I gained 24 points up till today, and yeah, I really want to stop focusing on the rating. But in the back of my mind, I think I had like this idea that I hope to get 24 to 32 points gain in a week. So today I thought like, well, if I win one game, it's a bit tricky already. I'll stop. And but it's good that it happened because I went from 1084 to 1060, and I had to tell myself if I get to 1068, I'm happy because I gained 32 points in a week. It's not a loss from 84 to 68. It's a win, 32 points in a week. So yeah, it's a bit of psychology, and but I have to keep telling myself, don't play anymore now. You got a game, you got to win. Boost my confidence again after yesterday. Stop now because I know myself. If I lose the next one, I want to play another game. And it's already like 2:30 in the afternoon, and don't want to play too long. So yeah, well, I already told you the story. I won, and the thumbnail might give away the clue. So here we go. I'm playing with white. Just let me. Yeah, I'm playing with white. Bringing out the deep pawn, going for the Jababa London. If wrong button. If they let me, he's going for. I think it's the Dutch. Yeah, the Dutch defense indeed. I know I follow Blunderman. He also likes to play Jababa London with the white, and I think he plays the Dutch in response to the Jababa London. So yeah, but I'm not. It's like unfamiliar terrain for me, so I thought like I just let the Jababa London go and just play chess. So just bringing our stuff out. He's got a bit of a weird setup, but that's the Dutch apparently. He's obviously about to get castled in a minute. Um, This was a bit of a gamble because obviously I'm putting myself into a pin and I often get into trouble. But I thought like, okay, well, if this guy advances 2 squares, I grab it, he grabs it, and I have 2 attackers. Let me just, then I'd have 2 attackers, so I'd be safe. So I thought, cool, let's do it. And then he brought his knight in, and I should have thought a little bit closer, even though it is still okay. I thought I got into trouble because obviously now if he brings out this now, take, take, I still have two, hang on, I still have 2 defenders and he's got 1 attacker. Or I have 2 attackers, he's got 1 defender. So I'd still be alright. But I got a bit, I castled and then I thought, shit, no, 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 no. Am I gonna lose a bishop again? And he brought in his pawn. And I thought I was cooked. I thought I'm falling for this trap again. I'm gonna get forked. Um, but I thought like, well, at least grab the pawn. And then my opponent must have mouse slipped. I asked him if he mouse slipped, just mouse slip question mark, and he never replied. Uh, but sometimes people don't see that you're chatting. So I'm sure he must have wanted to capture this pawn. And still I would have won myself a pawn. I'd be a pawn up, but now obviously after some calculation and consideration, if there's like a trap maybe, but there wasn't as far as I could see. I grabbed the knight and now I just wanna trade off the minor pieces and go in and maybe even trade off the queens and stuff and get into an end game. So that's that done. Now just connecting the rooks so they can see each other. And I still have to think a little bit. I thought like, hang on, why did I retreat the bishop? Oh yeah, because I thought like if he might push this pawn, attacking my, or I'd capture it and he'd recapture my knight, and I would have double pawns. So just to be on the safe side and have a good pawn structure, I retreated the bishop for some defense. Yeah, so the computer did like it. Just developing, trying to find some counterplay. Obviously, I thought like this is a square for a fork, and I was hoping he'd catch me to prevent this, so I could recapture and go even further into an endgame. But this is a bit of hope chess, so he just blocked my entry. So I thought like, what am I doing there? Nothing anymore. Get back. And now we're just shuffling some stuff around. I considered, I went here, not quite sure what to do. And then I thought like, hang on, I've actually quite trapped my queen. And my queen needed to be here to prevent the bishop from taking this and doubling my pawns. Even though he probably wouldn't have done it because he's down. Then I thought like, okay, so I have to bring back the rook again. It's just a waste of a move. Because if need be, if any tactics come along, I want to be able to get out of this tactic with my queen. That's the reason why I stepped back again. And now I saw a little tactic. I first thought like I could go here with my uh, knight, and maybe I try to get this pawn, but obviously you could just advance it. I have to go back again, and then I thought like, because I saw it was defended by the bishop, and then I thought, well, hang on, the other way around, it's also defended, so I can bring my bishop out here, and I'd be attacking these two fellas. And to prevent this, he probably have to step in with his bishop, but then I get what I want, trade down material, because I'm up. So that's what happened. This apparently is a mistake for some reason. Okay. Yeah. I thought of that. I thought about that continuation, and something like it happens, but not completely. I thought trading off material. I'm quite happy with it. Going down to an endgame. Now I have two knights for a bishop. That should be easy peasy. And then I obviously saw this pawn is attacked thrice, three times, defended twice, and I always find this a bit tricky because obviously I'm stepping with my knight into a pin with my queen behind it. But I thought like it's safe to do because I can and I can grab this pawn and give a check with check capturing the bishop, and then the king obviously has to move, and then I can safely step out. Or I thought like if he, for example, moves his bishop away to here, uh, and my knight would be here, I could give a check here, forking these two guys. He'd probably have to capture my knight, and then I could capture his rook. And my opponent took a long time here. I thought he left the game, but I think it's good that he thought about it this long because it's a tricky situation, and he obviously wants to avoid some kind. Well, actually, he obviously wants to avoid trades, and I want to. So I did actually capture the pawn, thinking check here or check there. I either win this or I win this and lose my knight. But he did this, which is fair enough. And I also thought about the bishop is obviously eyeing this pawn, but if it does take the pawn, I can bring this up and it's trapped. I can just take it. But obviously this one is undefended now, so I thought like I can also bring the pawn up here. And I did see, I think he might have had a potential trick here. Because obviously he can bring out this pawn and take away the defender. Oh, actually, no, yeah, he couldn't have done it. I thought he could have taken this pawn first and then attack this pawn, but then I would have just captured his bishop. So no, there's nothing he could have done. Obviously, my opponent tries to get rid of this defender, and I just bring another pawn in to take over the defense. So my knight is safe. Now it's just a matter of stepping out of the way with my queen, so I can safely capture this. And he had no place to go, obviously, because yeah. Up to this point, I also thought like this bishop cannot go here, cannot go here, or here, 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 here. Anywhere is either being captured with a trade, or is just captured. Well, actually, he could have gone here. He could have gone. He could have moved here. Okay. Anyway, my opponent steps out of the way because I thought like I capture this. He needs to recapture, and then also we trade one pair of rooks. And I think he stepped away from that perspective. Yeah, I did consider him taking, but then it would have been a trade, and my opponent wouldn't have been able to capture it because it's defended by my rook. So it would have just been a trade because this obviously is a bit of a monster in the center. But he did it. He just got out of the way, so I capture his bishop, trading down material once again. Now I'm up a full knight against nothing. And now I just need to find a way to checkmate him or trade down. And I couldn't see any. Yeah, I considered a few things with my knight here. I thought I can yeah, bring it here, defended by the rook. But then, what then? Then what? Then what? I thought I can bring out the rook here, attacking the queen. But then still, I wouldn't have a clear follow-up. So yeah, I was trying to find a way to for a new attack, and I just thought like, well, without not knowing anything, let me just double up the rooks. I did consider this, but I could see you have an escape square here, and again, oh yeah. Maybe I should. I've done the same thing, but in a different order, because it would have um, if I would have checked him here. Yeah, I'll show you. I did pretty much the same thing, but then the other way around. So if I would have checked him, he can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. He has to go here. And then I check. Can't go here, here, or here. And it's a checkmate. Yeah, it's a checkmate. Am I right? I'm not seeing. Oh yeah, it's checkmate. One. Yeah. So I did consider this, but I didn't see that follow up with the knight. What I did instead is pretty much the same. Oh, hang on. I doubled up. He brought his. Yeah, so I had a bit of luck because of my opponent, because now I can give him a check. Now we're exactly in the same position, but now my knight is here covering this square, my queen covering these squares, and my rook is covering this square. So the only thing you can do is bring out his rook, and then I take it, and it's checkmate. King can go here, here because of the knight, here because of the queen, and he wouldn't have been able to defend it. So my opponent resigned at this stage. So there you have it. One minor mouse slip in the beginning determines the whole game, but obviously I had to remain calm and just keep everything well defended and trade off material and look out for checkmate possibilities. So there you have it. Tomorrow morning I have an afternoon, excuse me, I have an over the board game again. So I'll be loading up that video tomorrow in the afternoon, end of the afternoon. If you like these videos, at the right bottom corner there's a button you can press to subscribe to my channel, and click on the notification bell that you want to be notified for any and all new videos, so you know when new material is out. And yeah, like the video if you watch it and you like my content, and if you have any suggestions, something that you'd like to see or something that you think I could do different to have more followers or more even better content, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.